Well, it is Sunday morning and I am in the office as usual. It's been a busy week for our law firm, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Expect another busy week this week. Put out a blog article recently regarding possession of controlled substances in New Jersey and explaining what those were exactly and the difference between being charged with that possession, which is felony possession in New Jersey, versus being charged with being under the influence of one of those controlled substances. Uh, as New Jersey defines them, controlled dangerous substances, CDS. So if you're charged in New Jersey with possession or being under the influence of a controlled substance in New Jersey, obviously illegally, you are not prescribed it by a medical doctor. That's a good article to read. In addition, I don't mention this in the article, but people have asked about recreational marijuana, and now that marijuana is legalized in New Jersey for recreational purposes. Now in Pennsylvania, it's been legalized for medical purposes, medical marijuana, but recreational marijuana in Pennsylvania, unlike New Jersey, isn't legal. Now in New Jersey, people have asked, New Jersey has a offense in its traffic code regarding possession of a controlled substance while you're driving. And yes, that is still good law. It does subject you to a discretional license violation, license suspension up to 2 years. And yes, it does include marijuana if it's not prescribed by a medical doctor, obviously. And also, if it's recreational marijuana, it still may apply if it's an amount that would cause impairment. And remember that in New Jersey, you can possess medical marijuana and recreational marijuana, but even recreational marijuana, there are limits with regards to the amount that you can possess before it becomes a felony charge in New Jersey. Remember that in New Jersey, we don't necessarily use the felony versus misdemeanors. We use the is it a crime or an offense, otherwise known as a disorderly persons offense. There's a difference there. The disorderly persons offenses would be what you would classify typically as misdemeanor offenses in Pennsylvania, and our crimes are typically what you be charged with as a felony. Now, New Jersey, unlike Pennsylvania, does deem possession versus being under the influence as a felony, whereas being under the influence is a disorderly person's offense. I do explain that in the article. I'm going to link in the article that I wrote. It's a fantastic article, especially if you are taking prescribed medication. Remember that you can be charged with a DWI in New Jersey or a DUI in Pennsylvania, even if you're prescribed something. If it causes impairment, remember that those types of offenses, both in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, have to do with impairment. Obviously, you can be charged with drug possession as well if you don't have a prescription, but keep in mind that people think that it has to be an illegal drug, and it doesn't. You can be DUI if you overdose or take too much of Benadryl. Even Benadryl, if you take the recommended amount, but it impairs your ability to drive, you can be charged with DWI in New Jersey and DUI in Pennsylvania. Now, I haven't seen a case like that, but in theory, that could happen. So if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website, gambonelaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. I'm also going to link in the e-weekly update, which went out to this weekend to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Some fantastic articles. As always, the e-update brings together all of our most popular content from the previous week, and people really find it valuable. So again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Sunday. It looks like I think it's going to rain today. I'm looking outside. But it's supposed to be a pretty decent day. So have a great Sunday. Please enjoy it responsibly. Remember, if you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey, do not refuse the chemical test. It will never help your criminal case. But again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you all very soon.